Take a look at the defense behind him tonight. In the outfield, you have Ballantine, Gutierrez, and Ichiro. Adrian Beltre getting the night off. Ronnie Cedeno going to start at third. Betancourt, Lopez, and Branyan across the infield. And Kenji Jojima is behind the plate.
So we get set to play baseball, and the pump primer for the Angels will step in and lead it off. He does a good job of that. Sean Figgins, the switch-hitting third baseman who can just about play anywhere on the diamond. I'm not sure he can't pitch and catch, too. And he's off to a pretty good start, hitting .272. Has 17 stolen bases in the first pitch, way high and outside and off the glove. Out Kenji Jojima, ball one. Around 57 degrees at game time this evening. The wind's calm here this evening. Wind really not a factor anyway with the roof closed. Higgins bunts the ball too hard though. Right to the first baseman and waiting for the runner to come down. Russell Branyan, and he puts the tag on Sean Figgins. Figgins will, you can almost bet that he will try and bunt at least once a game.
He'll always show it, too, so you have to respect that. Cedeno was playing in on the grass, but he tried to push bunt. Didn't quite get it in between the mound and first base.
Well, here comes a hot bat, Eric Ibar. Ibar was a single away from hitting for the cycle yesterday against the Rangers. And he takes the breaking ball for a strike, 0-1 the count. Ronnie Cedeno gets his first try and throws a sinker over there, but no problem for Branyan to take care of it. Adrian Beltre missing his first game of the year, hanging over the railing out there. Good to see that smile on his face.
Adrian always fighting to get in the lineup. Sometimes you just have to let him know, and I think that was the case.
So here is Bobby Abreu, and Abreu has been a mystery as far as power is concerned for the Angels. As first pitch to him is a breaking ball in and over for a strike, 0-1. This is the longest home run drought of Abreu's career to begin a season. Abreu does not have a home run in 35 games.
He's hitting a respectable .293, but in 133 at bats, you mentioned no home runs. They've just 6 doubles. So he's getting some hits, but not really driving the baseball.
Rib cage high, but inside, ball 2. 2-1 on Abreu. Of course, the big bat still out of there, Vladimir Guerrero. They're expecting Guerrero back a week from today. That's down low and inside. Ball 3, 3-1. Took batting practice today. With that pectoral muscle tear. And he'll be in the lineup when we see him at the end of the next road trip. Can of corn there, popped up into left field. No problem at all for Vladimir Ballantine. And the Angels are gone quickly here in the first. 1-2-3. Nice to have you with us. of the Seattle Mariners lineup.
And hitting after Ichiro tonight, it'll be Lopez. Griffey, the DH, hitting third. Ballantine moves up to the cleanup spot with Adrian Beltre out. Branyan, Jojima, Gutierrez, Betancourt, Cedeno hitting ninth. See the numbers on Lackey. He's a workhorse. He'll try to stay out there as long as he can.
Lackey missing until right now with that forearm strain. And Ichiro, first ball swinging, hits a pop-up out there. And it's caught rather easily by the center fielder, Torrey Hunter.
See what the rest of the defense looks like. You have Rivera, Hunter, and Abreu in the outfield. And across the infield, Biggins playing third. Ibar and Kendrick up the middle. Morales, the first baseman. And doing the catching tonight, Mike Napoli.
Jose Lopez, the hitter. Lackey's fastball right there for a strike. The man calling balls and strikes is Dana Demuth. Abilene, Texas is 9 wins away from 100. And that's a fly ball pulled deep but foul. A ball and 2 strikes on Jose Lopez. It's been 20 games since the Mariners have won back-to-back games. Even though they did beat the Red Sox 2 out of 3.
Put him up! Put him! Come on, Blue! Too much up and in!
Tomorrow we will reach the 1/4 bowl. Perhaps we'll talk a little bit more about it tomorrow. But what do you think about the first quarter of the season?
It's really been 2 halves for me. April was so good, and then May has been such a challenge for the club.
There's a base hit off the bat, Jose Lopez.
But I think coming in, they're 2 games under 500. You know, for me, looking at it, I felt like if they could go through the first couple of months and be around 500, that's pretty good for them, for the guys. And I don't think anybody's running away with the West. So I think overall it's been pretty good for them, even though May's been a struggle.
I think we would probably agree that Texas really has been the surprise club.
Oh, there's no question. Listen, everybody expected them to hit, but their pitching has been outstanding for them, and nobody saw that coming.
So here's Junior. Texas, by the way, is idle tonight as Junior takes a strike, and they will open up a series against the Detroit Tigers in Detroit tomorrow. One ball, 1 strike. Change a little bit low. And a breaking ball for a strike. He's not throwing Junior any fastballs.
Which is what we've seen lately. A lot of guys throwing fastballs inside, but he's staying with the soft stuff. To Kenny, one of the keys was to make Lackey pitch a little bit. That's one thing that Junior has done all year. He's always taking a lot of pitches and working the count, especially his first at bat.
Lopez may be taken off. Again, another change.
It's a good pitch by Lackey. Located probably just off the plate away, a little too close to take. See, Junior's 2 for 4 off of it. Yeah, the last pitch off the plate. Pretty good run to it.
Lackey and Mike Napoli are having a little bit of a problem getting together here. And a ground ball back up the middle. That's into center field for a base hit. Lopez makes a turn. He'll make it into third base. So Junior wins that battle. And again, another off-speed pitch.
Did a nice job staying behind it. Hits it right back up the middle. Solid base hit by Junior.
And for Junior, that's his 2,700th hit. 2,700 hits for Ken Griffey Jr.
Nice base running by Lopez. Looked like he was taking a second look at Hunter to see what he was going to do, and didn't look like Hunter was coming real hard on it, so he went all the way to third.
On one count, a good sinker to Valentine. Well, 300 hits away. 3,000.
2 more solid seasons probably for him to do that.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I've never heard him talk about it, but that's a huge milestone to get to.
He's already made the Hall of Fame.
Well, I know, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer, no question about it. But just as far as the hits go, I never really even thought about it. Have you? With him?
No.
3,000?
Not really. One and two on Valentine. That pitch right there was a pitch that he usually chases, or at least he did a couple of weeks ago. Too low.
He's been working on a lot of different things, and I think Alan Cockrell, especially the hitting coach, is convinced him he has such good power to right field. He doesn't have to pull the ball. Working on hitting the ball up the middle the other way, letting the ball travel a little bit longer. Gives you just a little bit longer look at it.
Too high. 3-2. Another good eye.
That almost looked like a backup slider to him. Didn't quite break. See if Walk will send Junior on this 3-2 pitch with 1 out. Try to stay out of the double play.
Nope. And a high fly ball hit to deep left field. And that's going to get the run in. Is coming in to make the catch is Rivera. And here comes Lopez. 1-0 Mariners. Sacrifice fly. A nice at bat for Vladimir Valentine.
Young man's getting some steady playing time now and is making a difference, I think, running some at-bats together. And pitch up in the zone. Does a nice job hitting in the outfield.
And Russell Branyan, who's been on an extra base tear, he's had extra base hits in 8 consecutive home games, is up there. Long ball there.
Pretty good fastball up and out of the zone.
One, two.
Nice job by the Mariners here in the first inning. This next pitch will be Lackey's 25th.
That's after Ichiro went after the first pitch.
Yeah.
Down low. Another full count. Kenji Jojima right behind him on deck.
And 3-2 with 2 outs. Give Jr. a running start over at first base.
Two change. Doesn't appear to be trusting his fastball tonight.
A lot of off-speed pitches.
There's one, and he struck him out with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Best velocity on a pitch here in the first inning. The one on which he struck out Branyan. But the Mariners get one and lead it 1-0. Well, there they are. The beggars are out already.
Who's that? 2,900 miles. That's a long journey.
It is. Waka Waka. Here's Torrey Hunter to lead it off in the second inning, and the breaking ball down low and inside to Hunter.
Jared just the opposite of Lackey. He just threw 10 pitches in the first inning.
Just off the inside corner. Boy, the A's are having their problems. He got waxed again tonight down in St. Petersburg. Rays beat him 13-4. Tried to hold up and he couldn't do it. He went around. Milwaukee got some terrible news today. He lost their second baseman Ricky Weeks for the rest of the year. The wrist problem. Has to undergo surgery to repair a ligament and a sheath on his wrist. Lost for the rest of the year. They've been playing great ball.
He's a good player too. That's definitely going to hurt.
Came right back with a fastball and strikes out Torrey Hunter.
Well, Hunter swung at a couple of high fastballs in the zone. Both of these at the top of the strike zone. Can't catch up to it.
Mike Napoli is off to a good start, the catcher. Washburn is certainly remembered with fondness in the Angel clubhouse, the years that he had with them. Turned that 89-mile-an-hour fastball around in a hurry.
Good cut fastball inside.
And that ball is tattooed to left field into the corner and right there on the warning track. Digging for two, and the throw to second base. He's off the bag. He is tagged out. Overslid the bag did Mike Napoli. What a throw by Vladimir Valentin from down in the corner.
This is a great play by Valentin. He doesn't get too close to the wall. This ball's going to hit the fence and bounce back towards him because he gave himself enough room. He was able to make a barehanded play and throws a strike into second base. Lopez missed him with the tag the first time. It gets him the second.
So he will be given a double. And the putout is 7-4. He'd already arrived at the bag at second safely, but then overslid it. And this is Rob Quinlan, who always has good success against Mariner pitchers.
That's a really strong throw by Valentin.
And took it barehanded, too, off the wall. The middle. Lopez, there he is thrown, and he's got Rob Quinlan. So an outstanding play by Vladimir Valentin as he guns out Mike Napoli at second base. Ends up being a 3-up and 3-down. We go to the bottom half of the second, 1-0 Maryland. There's a base hit. Look at that. That baby just pick it up and look at Alan H. Seeley right on the bottom there. That's the commissioner of baseball. He signs every one of them. What a bunt by Kenji Joseph.
Biggins was playing back, and Kenji noticed it and lays down a perfect bunt. See how far back Biggins is. No chance once he gets it down towards the line. Put it in your pocket.
Great bunt by Kenji Jojima. Franklin Gutierrez, who had the game winner yesterday. And 40,000, almost 41,000 fans went crazy as he drove in Ronnie Cedeno from second base. Down low, 1-0. Red Sox had a disastrous West Coast swing. They won one in Anaheim and one in Seattle. They won 2 and 4 on their final West Coast swing. And now tomorrow night you'll find out how good they are as they will open up a series against the division leaders, the Toronto Blue Jays. And apparently Big Pappy's going to be back in that lineup tomorrow night. There's some
big plate of nachos.
Yeah.
I hope there was nothing in my teeth.
And line drive base hit to right field. Jojima to second base. He'll hold there. As Abreu comes up and firing. And just did get by Henry Morales.
Nice piece of hitting by Gutierrez. Little inside out swing. Hits it through the big hole over on the right side. Kenji had to wait a little bit to let that ball get by him, so no chance of getting the third. Abreu has a pretty good arm in right field.
Well, here comes a new look. Yuniesky Betancourt. Looking for the bunt, and they get the bunt up the first base line. It's a beauty, and the throw to the second baseman, Eric Ibar covering. Mike Napoli gets him. What a bunt by Uni.
I think we've seen 2 perfect bunts so far in this inning. So Don Wakamatsu playing for some runs early off of Lackey. Why not? Jared Washburn's been pitching well. Take a look at this bunt by Betancourt. Perfect.
So the infield is back. If Cedeno can keep it away from third, Mariners will get at least 1 run. Or sharply hit ball at first. And a bunt, but no sacrifice suicide squeeze that time. Just a safety squeeze. But no contact.
I think watching Kenji, that was something that Cedeno was doing on his own. I don't think it was a play that they put on. A little bit surprised by it.
I think the National League does that a lot more than the American.
I think so too.
And of course, he's here from the Cubs.
Do you like the suicide squeeze? Do you like that play?
Yeah, in certain instances I do, not always. Well, it's a complete surprise I do.
I like it when it works.
And there's a bunt out in front. That's not going to work. And the ball is airmailed down the right field line, so it does work. As Jojima's also going to score. Headed to third is Cedeno. Head first slide over there. He's safe there, too. And the Mariners lead it 3-0. That was an innocent little bunt out in front of the plate that should have easily been played. And perhaps they should have gotten the runner at the plate because it was a late hit down from third base.
Well, Napoli's going to take a look at second base where Gutierrez was. He was a little bit off, and because of that, he doesn't square his shoulder to first to make that throw and just airmails it. Gutierrez scores easily on it.
So Cedeno ends up at third base, and it's 3-0. Sacrifice, 1 RBI, and an error on the catcher, Mike Napoli. Ichiro, the hitter, taking his stride.
And 3 bunts in the inning so far.
And that ball's hit the right field, dropping in a hurry. They're going to try and score Cedeno. Here comes the throw to the plate, and Cedeno is out at the plate. So that will be a double play, 9-2. But the Mariners do get a couple, and as we move it to the third inning of play, they lead it 3-0. Here it is.
Well, Napoli comes up and does the right thing. He looks at the runner at third to freeze him. That's what you want to do. He knows he has time to make the play to first. And then it looked like Lackey ran right in front of him. Maybe that distracted him enough. Take a look at it again.
Well, no, Lackey's out of the way. He's by him.
Yeah.
He just didn't have a good grip on the ball or something. He ended up being 2 runs for the Mariners. Juan Rivera is the hitter leading off the third inning for the Halos now. Ball 1 to him, 1-0. That was one of Weissman's problems last Wednesday night. He walked 4 men in 6 innings. And that's too high, so a leadoff 3 pass for Juan Rivera here in the third. Kendry Morales, the Cuban first baseman, will be the hitter.
He's off to a pretty good start. 275 with 6 home runs.
Strike 1. Only 1 less ball and strikes. Yuniesky Betancourt should have that one and does for the first out there in shallow left field, 1 down. Saturday, the Mariners and the Giants will continue their interleague series, and all you kids 14 and under taking home a Mariners drawstring backpack thanks to Pepsi and QFC. So Round up your team and come on out for a Little League weekend here at the Ball Yard. Visit Mariners.com for tickets. Howie Kendrick is the hitter, and he takes a change on the corner for a strike. A little low. Angels are number 2 in the league in stolen bases. This is no place to, I think, steal a base. Down by 3 and a man out. Just pointing out how they do like to run, and that's down low and inside. That having been said, their 47 stolen bases is 20 less than Tampa Bay's 67.
Having a conversation today, and we've been talked about the Angels for the last couple of years and their ability to run the bases. Not just the stolen bases, but go first to third and scoring on base hits and that type of thing. And that's that was my contention. Is I felt like Tampa Bay does a better job of that.
They got Carl Crawford,
B.J. Upton.
Yeah,
pretty good athletes.
Back into the stands. Slowly hit to first. They're only play 2 first base, and a good transfer that time by the first baseman, Branyan. Just a little pop out of his glove into the air. Perfect. That's a hard transfer.
Nice play by Branyan, and you get to see a little bit of the athleticism by Washburn. He's a good athlete. No problem for him. Outruns Kendrick to the base.
Wasn't hard, but it's a timing.
Well, it was a quick transfer,
yeah.
and he led him perfectly. Didn't have to break stride at all, and that's the reason why he was able to beat Kendrick to first.
So Rivera ends up at second base. Tomorrow night, Felix Hernandez will get the call. And Felix, who had those 7 brilliant shutout innings on Thursday afternoon against the Rangers, only to have that one dissolved with that 3 spot in the bottom half of the 9th inning. He'll get the start.
Should be a pretty good matchup. Matt Palmer, the young pitcher,
right.
is off to a great start.
He's 4-0. And that's fouled back into the seats, I think. Branyan will give a chase. Now they are giving back the RBI to Cedeno that they denied him after a scoring change on that bunt in the 2nd inning.
So he gets a sacrifice out of it.
Sacrifice and an RBI. He originally was scored like that, but they said no RBI. Now they've given him an RBI again. That might be playable. Branyan coming over near the dugout, leans over, and it's off the heel of his glove. Probably be no play.
I would think so. He's been there before. He knows he's getting close. Not too sure where the steps are, other than he's right there. You kind of start to peek a little bit out of the corner of your eye, trying to find him. And it goes off the heel of his glove.
Dirt, and a nice stop by Kenji. Juan Rivera. And that ball is hit to deep left field. That's got a shot to go, and it's off the base of the wall. So Juan Rivera will score, and bad throw all the way over toward first base that time. So the ball being dropped over there, a big play as it turns out, because it costs Washburn a run. Figgins has the double off the fence out there.
It's this ball hard. It's going to be right at the top of the fence. Ballentine looked like he had another shot at him at second base. Throws this one a little bit too high.
Well, it's funny when you make a mistake, how many times the other team takes advantage of it, mental and physical. We've seen it all weekend long. One and all on Eric Aybar. Foul ball.
Good cut fastball by Washburn in on the hands of Aybar. Way up and in.
Another one right in on his hands.
And that one looked like it might was going to hit him. I think he hit it off his leg. Pretty good cutter again by Jarrett. He's going to keep swinging at that pitch. It looks like it's about a foot inside. He can't do much with it. Throw it in there again.
Still hurting a little bit. And right to the second baseman. Lopez throws him out. Leadoff faceoff Balzo comes in to score here in the third inning. And as we go to the bottom half of the third, it's 3-1 Maryland. Welcome back to Safeco Field as Jose Lopez takes a strike on the outside corner from John Lackey. Lopez had a sharp single to left and scored the first run in the ball game in the first on the sacrifice fly by Vladimir Valentin. 2 strikes on it. And on the outside corner, so 3 pitches. See you later, Jose Lopez. Time now for our Aflac trivia question, and this is something you can guess at. 14 pitchers have a career ERA of infinity, like Mr. Lackey did coming into this game. Doc Hammond of the Cleveland Ball Club of 1922 allowed the most runs without retiring a batter. How many earned runs did he allow?
7.
I knew you knew that answer. I knew you knew it. You're a big Hammond fan.
I like the early Cleveland Indians.
Used to be the Spiders, you know. Used to be the Nats, too. A high pop-up down the left field line, foul territory, and the shortstop will take care of that pop-up hit by Junior. As Howie Kendrick takes care of that. And here comes the answer. Oh, you were close, Mike. You were really, really close. 14 pitchers, ERA of infinity. You mentioned the good doctor. How many did you give up? Aflac! There you are. 6. 6 earned runs without retiring a batter. I would have just taken a dive right out of here onto the lower deck. The answer would have been 7. 1-0 the count on Valentin. And it's going to be an easy 3rd inning here for John Lackey. So 3 up and 3 down. We go to the 4th inning of play. Good to have you with us as always. Mariners 3 and 1.
For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com.
Welcome back, everybody. The Angels in town. 4-game series. Dave Sims joining in with Mike Flowers. Here's a new theme here tonight. Jared Washburn has run support.
It's good to see early run support for him, which is good to see. How about the Mariners? 3 bunts in 1 inning and come up with a couple of runs.
You gotta love it. I
love
mean,
it.
Lock ball comes back in a big way here. I loved how it started with Kenji Jojima dropping one down. Here's Bobby Abreu dropping one down. It'll go foul. Abreu leading off the Angels 4-3-4-5. Abreu, Hunter, and Napoli. Hey, you can bunt, so can we.
Good hustle by Kenji to make sure that ball stays foul.
Yeah, that was Kenji Jojima drops a bunt down. Gutierrez gets one down. Sacrifice him over. Eric Radovich changes scoring to Cedeno, a sacrifice, and RBI. And Gutierrez scoring on the E2. 3-1 Mariners, running the first, 2 in the second. Running first on the Valentine sac fly. On 1 to Bobby Abreu. Breaking ball. He wins. 0-2. Abreu flying out to left in his first at bat. Here's the 0-2 from Washburn. Breaking ball hit to the shortstop. Betancourt goes across. 1 down. 1 out here in the 4th. Felix Hernandez bobblehead night set for Friday. Mariners and Giants open a 3-game series. First 20,000 fans take home a 7-inch version of Felix, courtesy of UW Medicine and FSN. For tickets, visit mariners.com/bobble. Pitching matchups, they're out for that series. Vargas and Randy Johnson on Friday, Saturday. Washburn against Matt Cain. Felix Hernandez against Barry Zito. And you see the unit going for win number 299. Be his 4th career start in Safeco Field, not as a Mariner.
Pretty nice ERA at Safeco, 1.5.
Like Lackey against the Mariners here. He's won 5 in a row. He's got a 1.21 ERA. Big unit traded 11.5 months before Safeco Field opened. Torrey Hunter struck out his first time. Line drive right to Lopez, 2 outs. So 2 outs here in the Angels' 4th. That'll bring up Mike Napoli. Napoli leading the American League with a .529 batting average against left-handed pitching entering tonight. And he helped his cause with 2-base hit in the second, overslid the bag and was thrown and he was tagged out. Big slow field ball. Strike 1. Oh, a strike to the Angels catcher. Take off to a good start. Jared Washburn trying to get back to where he was his first 3 starts. 3-0, a 1.71 ERA. Off the end of the bat. His last few starts, he's pitched well. I mean, a 4.26 ERA is not going to kill anybody, but an 0-2, and he didn't get any run support.
It's actually a pretty good ERA in the American League, and you're right, run support's been an issue. So it's good to see the Mariners score a few for him early in the game.
2 outs, 1-2 to Napoli. And he's gone. So a 1-2-3. 4th inning. Second strikeout for Washburn. He's got a 3-1 lead. car buying experience starts at Lithia.com. And by Widmer, Ordinary Brothers Extraordinary Beer. Here's Russell Brennan to lead it off. The Mariners with a 3-1 lead, first of 4, against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. So to get all the requisite jokes out of the way with Lackey getting past the second pitch tonight.
No, we talked about it just for a second.
Still amazing to me.
Do you think he should have been ejected?
Yeah, I'm going to go yeah. Here's a high fly ball going way back. Abreu taking a look, and it's gone. It's about 10 rows up. Russell Branyan, double figures now in home runs. That's his 10th. And he's now the club leader with 20 RBIs, and the Mariners lead is extended to 4-1. Branyan hit one pretty much straight up to the wall yesterday. Didn't get it out. This time, no doubt about it.
Yeah, that one yesterday would have probably come close to this route, but this one right here, Lackey throwing a lot of off-speed pitches. Russell's able to stay back long enough and crushes this ball out to the 385 mark. Hits it, like you said, Dave, about 10 rows deep. No doubt about it.
He does get some serious hang time. 402 feet on that blast by Russell Branyan. There's Kenji Jojima. Dropped a gorgeous bunt down the third baseline. Get on board, came around and scored. 0-2. Don Wakamatsu's always talking about, hey, we put our arms around these guys, particularly Branyan, being that he had never been in a position where he was going to get in a bat every day against lefties, righties. You're our guy. Get used to it. Relax. Go do your thing.
I'm getting used to it. How about you?
I'm already signed up, pal.
Yeah, he's doing great.
It's good stuff. Oh, it's really something to have a GM, have a manager, staff, put the faith in there, and then you can get a chance to knock around 8, 9 teams. You're the guy. So you're good. You got nothing to worry about.
You know, they needed a left-handed power hitter in the lineup and give him a chance. You look at his numbers overall, not many at-bats as his ground ball goes to short. But his home run ratio has always been pretty good. So you have to wonder, what's he going to look like if he gets a chance to see pitches every day? Well, so far it looks pretty good. We're almost at tomorrow will be the quarter point for him. He has 10 homers.
That worked very nicely. Nice 4-0 will look very good in his ledger with the 10th home run now. He's in that upper echelon of the American League. Carlos Pena leading the way with 13. Gutierrez with a base hit. Came around and scored on the throwing error by Napoli. Saw Nick Green airmail one yesterday. Mariners took advantage of that, and then same thing here with Napoli, who's a good thrower, and that ball just totally, I don't know, didn't get any kind of, what was it? He stayed under it, the ball shot out of his hand. No chance that that was going to get to the first baseman.
Yeah, he didn't square his shoulders up towards first, and it was left his shoulders open at first. He was just going to throw it with just his arm over there, and ended up getting underneath it a little bit. Threw it, I don't know, it looked like it was about 10 feet over Morales' head. It was well over his head.
If you put Dwight Howard on top of Shaq, they might have been able to make that catch. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gutierrez. 1 out, a run in on the Branyan home run on a 2-0 pitch. Rode it out of here. Torrey Hunter coming in. Second baseman Kendrick going back. Kendrick's going to take charge. He's there. Major League Baseball. People magazine. They're looking for individuals who've made a difference in their community. 30 everyday All-Stars will be honored at the 2009 All-Star Game in St. Louis. To nominate an All-Star in your community, visit peopleallstars.com. Two outs here in the fourth. Here's Betancourt. Ernie ran down a sacrifice. His second of the season. Alan Carroll telling the guys today, hey, go up there and have a real good idea with Lackey, and if he gets behind, gets ahead rather, he's going to try to expand with the fastball up, curveball down as Betancourt pops it up. Figgins takes charge. But the big blow here in the fourth inning, leading off a 2-0 pitch that Russell Branyan gets out of the ballpark for his 10th home run of the year. Mariners have a 4-1 lead for Jared Washburn.
The Northwest.
4-1 Mariners, second day in a row. Russell Branyan has led off an inning with a home run. Today in the fourth, yesterday in the second he did it. He's got 10 home runs on the season, leads the club in RBIs with 20. Here's Rob Quinlan to lead off for the Angels. Quinlan, Rivera, and Morales 6, 7, and 8 against Jared Washburn, who struck out 2, walked 1, giving up 2 hits. Quinlan doesn't get a whole lot of playing time, but he's a career .305 hitter against left-handed pitching starting this year. Two and one. Angels come in having been swept at Texas following those scores over the last 3 days. Swing and a miss. 10-8 loss on Friday night. They got the winning run to the plate. It was 5-3 Saturday and 3-0 yesterday. Jennings kid who did a number on the Mariners last week beat the Angels. Here are the standings up to the minute. Mariners trying to get back to that 500 mark and beyond over the wild card race. Boston with a 1-game lead. Swing and a miss, and Quinlan's gone. Third strikeout for Jared Washburn. Second consecutive strikeout.
Threw him a couple of high fastballs. Take a look at this last pitch up in the zone. Throws it by Quinlan. You know, Dave, looking at those standings, I think at some point the Rangers are going to come back to the pack a little bit. They can hit. I'm still not sure that pitch is going to hold up.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes. They darn sure can hit. Here's Juan Rivera. Walked and scored. That one got away from Jared. Got a leadoff walk in the third inning and scored on the Figgins RBI double with 2 outs. To your point, I was talking to Mike Socha in the radio pregame show, and he said, and he's an East Coast guy, as am I, and he says, a lot of people East Coast don't perceive this as a tough division, but he said even when we're going good, the Angels said it's still a scrap here in the American League West. The fact that Texas continues to swing the bat and show it to pitching, and certainly a new way of doing things here with the Mariners. And it's competitive, way more competitive than a lot of people believe it is. Like he had a paint job there, didn't get it. 2-2.
It was his best fastball too. He saw it 92 miles an hour.
Rivera has done a lot of damage against the Mariners in his career. Check swing did not go. His first base umpire Doug Eddings.
Looked like a pretty good changeup. Take a look. You can decide.
Nice hold up.
Yeah, I think he held up. Good pitch though.
Play Rivera straight away. Here's a 3-2. Franked. Deep left field. Valentine back to the wall. Is going to watch this one leave. Home run Rivera. We said he'd done a lot of damage. It's a 467 hitter against the Mariners coming in. And that's his second home run of the season. Got a 4-2 ball game.
Well, Wash clearly was not happy about it. Dana DeMuth, the home plate umpire, now the guys are going to go talk to him. But Wash throws this last pitch, challenges him. He's up by 3 runs. He hits it out, and he was not happy, and he let Dana DeMuth hear it. Fastball up in the zone. He's been getting away with that pitch. Didn't get away with that one, though. Now Rick Adair is going to go out and have a chat with him, too. But that's Wash talking to him right there. Wash wanted that last pitch. I don't blame him. It was a good pitch we saw on the tracer.
Dana DeMuth, veteran umpire. Both men have had their say, and you can tell he's steamed the way he put that mask on. You see the way, and Wash turned away. He's letting it clench jaws. Everybody's on a Kirk Douglas here.
Big difference on a 2-2 changeup that was right there.
Yeah, I agree.
Then a 3-2 pitch that he just challenged him with a fastball.
Ball to strike to Kendry Morales, the first baseman. Good news, early run support for Washburn. Mariners have scored in 3 of the first 4 innings. Morales is a guy that's done a lot of his damage with the extra base hit. As you look at Safeco Field with the roof closed, pulled foul. Broke his bat as well.
Yeah, good cutter. He's throwing some good ones tonight. I think a couple things on that pitch, because he used to throw a lot of those last year. He threw a lot of cutters, but I think now that he has the changeup and the 2-seamer to go with it, guys don't handle it nearly as well. And his location on it tonight especially has been really good. When he's missed with it, it's been off the plate. He's been able to break a couple of bats with the pitch.
One out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch coming. Washburn has run a full count. Howie Kendrick is on deck. Is that foul? Some weekend for the Mariners. You had spectacular weather, and then you had Jakubauskas, Olsen, and Vargas. Who would have thought with that trio you'd win 2 out of 3 against the Boston Red Sox?
None of them in the rotation to start the year.
Hammered into left field, base hit. Felix Hernandez, steady presence in the starting rotation goes against Matt Palmer tomorrow. Palmer throwing really good baseball. 4-0 with a 3.38 ERA and a .168 batting average against Felix. 4-2. 3.53. He's had a couple of starts that have been just overwhelming. Howie Kendrick, who'd been having a forgettable month, starts off here with a ball into the corner. A 2-base hit. And the Angels have more brewing here in the 5th.
It's just a good piece of hitting by Kendrick. Middle away and hits it into the corner.
3 straight hits after a leadoff strikeout. So Washburn had a nice little run there where he retired 5 consecutive hitters. Now he's given up 3 consecutive hits. Home run, single, double. Now he's back to the top of the order. Sean Figgins tried to bunt his way on. Retired by Branyan, and he doubled off the left field wall.
Middle of the Mariners infield. They'll play back. They'll give up a run for an out here.
Early action here. We got Denny Stark heating up for the Mariners. Tying runs are aboard. And tight, misses. Mariners around their infield: Cedeno, Betancourt, Lopez, and Branyan. Off day for, and much deserved and needed for Adrian Beltre. The 1-1. Mariners outfield: Valentin, Gutierrez, and Ichiro. Jared Washburn, there's AB. Beltre 0 for 11 on his homestand. 0 for his last 13. Plus he had lackluster numbers against Lackey. 7 for 43, a 163 batting average. There's plenty of reason for Don Wakamatsu to give the veteran a day off. 2-2. Fagan stays alive. Mariners got on the board first. A sacrifice fly first inning from Valentin. Sacrifice RBI Cedeno. Error on the catcher Napoli. 2 more runs in the second. Home run Branyan in the 4th. Swing and a miss. That's a huge strikeout for Jared Washburn, his 4th of the night. 2 down here in the 5th inning.
Well, it's another fastball up in the zone. Take a look at it. It's a good pitch. Even if Figgins hits that, he probably just pops it up.
He was reaching. There's Eric Ibar, the shortstop for the Angels, 0 for 2. Bounced out to Cedeno at 3rd, Lopez at 2nd. Strike 1. Washburn trying to stem the tide right here. Trying to do something along the lines that Jason Vargas did yesterday. He got out of a bases loaded, nobody out situation. Twelve of 20 on his first pitch strikes. Jared Washburn. Outside. Washburn trying to get his first victory since April 21st here at Safeco Field against Tampa Bay. 4-2 win. He went 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts. That's his season high. outside, 2-1. Jarrett has thrown 29 pitches here in the 5th inning.
He's had to work hard. He's up to 84 so far in the game.
Strike in the outside corner. Ibar did not like it. So we get Deuces Wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, and a 2-run advantage for the Mariners. Washburn trying to limit the Angels to just the 1 run on the board. The home run by Rivera. The 2-2 to Ibar. Bouncer back up the middle. Is going to have to hurry. Can't get it. Run scores. So a base hit. Well, dribbler. And Ibar picks up an RBI.
You mentioned that he runs well. I'm not sure that Betcourt would have had much of a play.
Taking third, Kendrick. Scoring on the play was Morales. So now first and third, 2 runs in. Got a 1-run ball game. And you got the dangerous Bobby Abreu standing in. Ball 1 to Bobby. 0 for 2 tonight.
Jared's giving him a steady diet of sliders. He was doing it in Anaheim and back up here when he pitched against him. This is the 3rd time around for him pitching against the Angels already. And he's been throwing Abreu a lot of sliders. Occasional fastball in to back him up, and then go back to the slider again.
Jared 1-1 against his former team this season. Beat the Angels here April 15th. Lost to them April 26th in Anaheim. Now he's behind 2-0. Staying with the breaking balls. He's going to try to challenge him.
I think he'll throw him another breaking ball. It's dangerous. You have to be able to throw it for a strike because you have Torrey Hunter on deck, but I don't know if I'd give in to him or not. Might go with a cutter.
Two 2-0 to Abreu with runners at the corners, 2 runs in. Mariners now clinging to a 1-run lead. Three 3-0. 3-0. Hunter's on deck. Hunter's 0 for 2. Here we go. Bases loaded for Hunter. Second walk issued by Washburn. And he is up to his eyeballs in trouble right now.
And he's thrown a lot of pitches in this inning. Rick Adair's already gone out once after the home run to talk to him. Glad Kenji went out there. Sometimes just wanted to refocus, give him a chance to rest a little bit.
.35 pitches in this inning. Laboring now. He's given up a couple of runs. Given up a home run, a single, a double. RBI infield hit. And the dangerous Torrey Hunter. Strike one. Torrey 0 for 2 today. 11 for 50 with a home run against Jared Washburn. Ball and strike. It's the 8th hitter to the plate here in the 5th for the Angels. The 1-1 to Hunter. Bases loaded. In tight. 2-1. Mariners had a 4-1 lead. 2-1 to Hunter. Driven to the gap in right field, and Ichiro's not going to get it, and everybody's running. 2 runs are in. Here comes Abreu, and Torrey Hunter empties the bases with a double. And that is a big blow, giving the Angels the lead. 6-4.
Well, he started with an off-speed pitch, came with 2 cutters inside, wants to go back inside again, and leaves that pitch out over the plate. See Kenji set up right underneath Hunter, and Jared just missed his spot with it.
Torrey Hunter has really been doing some damage against the Mariners this year. Gets his RBI total up to 30. 2-time All-Star. Torrey Hunter, that's his 9th double. Here's Napoli. Bouncing ball, Betancourt throws out Napoli, but plenty of damage done by the Angels as they go for 5 here in the 5th. Now the Mariners are down by 2.
Eat 2 chicken. They flew the coop. I don't blame coming inside out of the weather. It's raining outside.
They went to a lot of trouble.
I mean,
you're hooking them up. That's good.
Yeah, I felt like I had to. Anybody that's willing to embarrass themselves with a chicken suit.
Not only that, they revealed their identity. Thank you very much. Carson and Chris. Sela, Washington near Yakum. How about that?
Let's hope they work. Mariners need to rally up now. Last inning was a rough one for Jared, down by a couple of runs.
Cedeno couldn't hold up. 1-2. Cedeno, Ichiro Lopez, 9-1-2. That was a big inning for the Angels. Off the fist, ground ball to Hoy Kendrick. Went out. John Lackey now with the lead. He's won 5 consecutive games against the Mariners with an ERA of 1.21, including a couple of shutouts. They haven't lost to the Mariners since June of 06. Boys get some work to do.
The amount of pitches that Jared threw last inning, I'm wondering if he maybe finished. Brandon Morrow's getting loose in the pen.
It was one of those opportunities they talked about the other day. Give him, middle of the game, 5th, 6th inning, 5th or 6th inning.
Take some of the pressure off. Give him a chance to work on some things.
Sure. This appears to be that opportunity. 0-1 to Ichiro. Ball and a strike. Ichiro's fly to center, fly to right. Mariners 4-2 on the season against these Angels. Already the 3rd meeting, 2nd time up here for the Angels. Mariners will be going to Anaheim again. That'll wrap up the month of May, and then won't see the Angels again till September 1. They come here for a quick 2-game series, and a week later, Mariners go there for 3. Three and 1 Ichiro. Mariners have gotten Lackey for 4 runs on 5 hits. The 3-1 pitch back up the middle. Ibar straining, throwing, didn't get him. 1 out base runner here in the 5th.
Ichiro continues to add to his infield hits. Nice play by Ibar. I didn't think he was going to make it very close, but he ends up making a nice play. Coors Light freeze cam. Take a look at Ichiro chop it over the mound. Nice play by Ibar.
14th infield hit for Ichiro. And that's our Coors Light freeze cam. Hitting streak now to 12 games for Ichiro. Leads the club in batting average, hits, and intentional walks. Lopez had a quick appearance back in the 3rd, struck out looking. Saw just 3 pitches, 1, 2, 3. He was gone. That led off the inning. Lackey threw just 7 pitches in the 3rd inning to get 3 outs. At the end of the bat, Lackey flips to Morales for the out, 2 down. Ichiro takes 2nd. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Before Ken Griffey stands in, Angels through Thursday. Giants follow as interleague play starts. Then back on the road, a couple of close-in trips, Oakland and the Angels, and then come home and see Baltimore for the first time to get the month of June started. See the Minnesota Twins for the 3rd and final time this season. See them for 3 games. That'll be a quick homestand. 6 games in 7 days with a day off in the middle. Two outs here in the 5th inning. Ken Griffey Jr. Big Tap career hit number 2,700. That was in the 1st. Fouled out to Figgins the 2nd time.
Lackey and Napoli having a tough time getting on the same page with what they want to throw to Junior. 2nd time he stepped off.
Junior 3 for 6 against Lackey with the base hit tonight. Yeah. Well, he got crossed up. He was the way he flinched. He was looking fastball. And he got a breaking ball.
Well, they should know. Mariners have had a number of guys at second base, so they should know what the signs are. They typically go through a series of signs when a runner's on second. They'll let Ibar in.
Stay in history for Ken Griffey Jr. Boy, Mark Dubizon, Billy Brewer, Mike Mussina, Roger Clemens, Glenn Perkins, Manny Ibar. One-0 to Griffey. Took something off, 1-1. Out St. Helens erupted on this date back in 1980. Multiple fatalities. It's not a great time for the Pacific Northwest. Wow, it said he went. Ryan Knight, the 3rd base umpire.
Junior didn't like it. Take a look at it.
Not negative.
I don't think so.
Negative. They don't get them all right. Darren Oliver, the veteran, getting ready. Saw him their last trip in. Take some good middle relief. Two and two. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with a man at second. Now the Mariners down by 2. Full count. Your on deck hitter. Batting in the cleanup hole tonight, Vladimir Ballantine. 0 for 1. He's got a sac fly, picked up RBI number 6. Back in the first inning. Long look by Lackey. He's ready. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. Back up the middle. Ichiro's going to score on that one easily. So Ken Griffey Jr. 2 for 3. Picks up an RBI. His 8th of the year. It's a 1-run ball game. 6-5 Angels. Junior having a nice night here.
Yes, he is. And Junior beats the shift. Goes the other way. They had to shift over. Ibar, the shortstop's playing on the other side of second base. Huge hole on the left side. Junior takes advantage of it.
Stage is set for Ballantine now. He represents the lead run. Alan Carter will tell me behind the batting cage today. Wants to see the top spin that he puts, that Ballantine puts on the ball to get it out, hit it deep to right field. Wants to see him on his shots that he pulls. When he starts getting around, that's the next phase of their continuing development of this guy. So he can get those balls out the left side and his pull side.
Keep hooking. Comes down to his hands, having to keep his hands inside the ball just a little bit longer and not surround it.
Working away for a ball, 2-1. RBIs tonight for the Mariners: Griffey, Ballantine, Branyan, and Cedeno. Got a run scored and an error. Lackey changing speeds on Ballantine.
Ballantine not happy with himself. That last breaking ball was a hanger, just up and out over the plate.
Ballantine with another assist tonight, gives him 3 on the season. Throw out Napoli at second base. It's 2-2 to Lackey. Got him, inning over, but Griffey gets a run on the board. Mariners close the gap to 6-5 or through 5 here at Safeco Field. How about in the 5th inning? Riding one out of here is Juan Rivera. As we look at our Quest game recap, Juan Rivera's 2nd home run of the season. Jared Washburn had a pitch he thought he had for a strikeout, and it proved to be costly. Here's an infield hit. That brings in a run, that off the bat of Ibar. And Ken Griffey Jr. with 2 outs and a 3-2 pitch. He singles, beats the shift. Ichiro scores easily. And that narrows the gap to 6-5 Angels. And Brendan Morrow, Mike making first appearance since those 2 traumatic losses last week in Texas.
Well, I think the biggest thing that we've seen with Brandon is his ability to throw strikes and work ahead in the count. Well, nobody will question the type of stuff that he brings to the mound. The biggest thing for him tonight is he comes in a situation where there's not a lot of pressure, at least not the game on the line.
And a pinch hitter, Gary Matthews Jr. is a switch hitter. And he's going to pinch hit for Rob Quinlan in the DH spot. So he'll stay on. Fouls one off, look out. Gary Matthews, first pinch hitting duties of the season. Brandon Morrow, last week in Texas, back-to-back game-saving situations, did not come through. So now, trying to rebuild that confidence, get him in a middle-of-the-game situation. Makes a lot of sense as he jumps out quickly, 0-2 to Gary Matthews Jr.
And right away showing a good fastball, 97 miles an hour on the last one.
Down low. All 2 strikes. I believe Brendan was working exclusively out of the stretch last week. More of a windup here. 1-2. He wanted that, missed, according to the official. 2-2. Well, his ability to get up big numbers on the gun, unquestioned. It's just a matter of getting variety and location on those pitches.
Throwing a couple of off-speed pitches now. It's good to see, mixing things up. But, you know, it was one of the things that we were talking about, Dave, with him, is if he wants to get to those pitches, he has to work ahead in counts. Comes out and throws strike 1, strike 2 to Matthews. So they can change things up and give the rest of the hitters over there watching them something to think about.
They're just flicking those fastballs away. Two balls, 2 strikes. The Gary Matthews pinch hitting for Rob Quinlan. In the DH, the 6 hole tonight, Mike Scioscia's lineup. 2-2. Got him. Good heat.
Gary Matthews Jr. is a good fastball hitter. Brand throws this one right by him, and again, a couple of off-speed pitches give him a little bit something else to think about. Tardy on the 97.
Boy, those were the post-game quotes of Chris Davis last week. I knew he had the good fastball. That's all I looked for. Got a fastball up, drove it out of the ballpark to win 1 game. Strike 1 to Rivera, who homered his last time up against Washburn on a 3-2 pitch. Hit it into the bullpen in left field. Stepping in the bucket, 0-2.
And again, first pitch strike. 97 comes back with a slider. Rivera has to cheat a little bit to try to get out there and catch up with it. So that pitch, good location too. Down, just off the plate. Tough to lay off of that pitch.
Rifles one right side, base hit. Ichiro keeps it out of the corner. Holds Rivera to a 1-out single. Rivera 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs scored. to bring up Kendry Morales, the first baseman, who's 1 for 2 in the run scored. Torii Hunter with a big bases loaded double in the 5th inning.
This will be interesting now, Dave. He's back into the stretch position, and you remember his fastballs. He kept missing up with his fastballs. See if that makes a difference.
Sign on that pitch. Riding in on the hands of Kendry Morales. 1 out, runner on. Howie Kendrick's on deck. Angels at 18-18. The Mariners at 18-20. Trailing first place Texas in the AL West. There's Rick Adair, pitching coach. They try to get Brandon Morrow back up to speed. One good thing of Mark Lowe, the way he threw the ball yesterday, that is a great sign there. 1-1. Fly ball deep center field. Gutierrez going way back, track wall, and that ball's gone. 2-run homer by Kendry Morales to dead center field. And Brandon Morrow's given up yet another long ball. That ball was smoked.
Take a look and see where the location of this pitch is at. See the swing of Morales. There's about belt tie in. Anyway, you have to hit it out of center field here, especially in the evening. Cool out. Wow.
Heavy wet air. You got it all. Good effort by Gutierrez out there. Here's Howie Kendrick. A strikeout, then a base hit, then a 2-run homer here in the 6th. Give me an idea how close Gutierrez came to snagging that, a la Torii Hunter. Just nipped the glove. 410 feet. 0-2 to Kendrick. Swing and a miss, and he's gone. 2 outs. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers with it. Brandon Morrow giving up that home run. That's his 3rd of the year. Got 2 outs in the 6th. Top of the order, Sean Figgins. He jumps on a fastball that was up. Base hit. And right back to your point there, Mike. You see where the pitches are, and that was a fastball that he could handle.
He'll have to keep his eye on Figgins.
Good base stealer. 17 out of 19. It's a 6th hitter to the plate here for the Angels. That one's turned on, but it's going to get foul. (8-5) Angels lead. They have exploded. 5 runs in the 5th, 2 more here in the 6th. Ibar switch hitter just like Sean Figgins and Morales. And now with Matthews in the game, they have 4 switch hitters in the lineup.
And they still have 2 more on their bench. It's Turris and Willits.
0-2 now to Ibar. Didn't like that call. An RBI and last time up in an infield hit. Chopper that got over Washburn's head. Betancourt couldn't field it. Angels tonight, home runs by Morales and Rivera. 3-run double by Torrey Hunter. Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels shortstop, Eric Aybar. 1-2. Morrow's ready. Here we go. Figgins, good lead. Throw back and he got him. Branyan dropped the ball. That kind of a night. Here comes Don Wakamatsu.
I'll take a look and see if Figgins maybe helped by hitting the hand of Branyan and knocked the ball loose.
So no error on the play. It's called a no play. Branyan, there he is. He's got the ball. He's got the ball. And
no, he just tagged him on the shoulder. Figgins didn't do anything. Just dropped it.
So 1-2 to Aybar. Figgins, no doubt, taking some deep breaths over there, trying to recover. See what it gives here with 2-2. You get 2 runs in. See if Figgins takes off. Does not the pitch. Tap a foul. Figgins' left hand might have factored in. I think it was more shoulder, and he just flat drive. Russell flat
it's hard
dropped
to
it.
tell from that.
Brandon Morrow is coming in. Giving up a couple of runs here. He's trying to get out of it right now. The 2-2 pitch. I think it certainly has his attention. Figgins another good lead. He's inching out. We mentioned Figgins 17 out of 19 in base stealing this season.
Brandon's doing what he has to. He's trying to keep him from getting a walking lead on him. You have to at least make him stop.
Bouncing ball. Lopez is right there, inning over. Morrow gives up a 2-run homer. And the Angels increase the lead to 8-5. And Darren Oliver will be taking over for the Angels. Program your cell phone to report litterers. 1-866-LITTER-1-LITTER, and it will hurt. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers with the Safeco Field. Chilly night, 8-5 Angels. Bottom of the 6th inning. Crazy game, this game of baseball. Jared Washburn had been suffering from very, very bad run support. He had a 4-1 lead. He had one pitch he'd love to get back, and he didn't get it. Turned out, wound up giving up a hit. 5-run 5th inning, and it's been all Angels the last couple of innings as we look at the veteran Darren Oliver. Oliver in game number 9, the 1.10 ERA. We saw Darren here, Safeco, back on the 14th of April. He pitched 3 scoreless innings, giving up a hit, striking out 4. Here's Russell Branyan, led off the 4th with a home run. Second day in a row he's led off an inning with a home run. This is on a 2-0 pitch, Mike.
And it was an off-speed pitch. See the breaking ball. No doubt about it.
That is some kind of blast by Branyan, who swings through that one. 1-2. Branyan, a strikeout and a home run tonight. Home run number 10, RBI number 20. Home run and RBI leader for the Mariners. Hold up. Branyan 0 for 3 against Darren Oliver. He's been around. Darren's dad, Bob Oliver, real good player in the National League back in the 60s. Branyan drives another one. Abreu can't make the catch. It's off the fence, and Branyan will get into second with a double. A little higher, he would have had another home run. Boy, Russell Branyan paying off big time. There's the 11th double. That gives him the team lead in that category.
He just hooks this one. Little top spin, line drive over Abreu's head. Man, he hit that ball hard too. Abreu was already playing pretty deep, and he still couldn't get back in time.
Fine start here. 6th inning for the Mariners. Here's Kenji Jojima. Dropped down a bunt for base hit, grounded out to short. Kenji's got great numbers against Oliver. 4 for 5. Taking a long look. Kenji calls time. Oliver began his pro career back in 1988. Rangers organization, came up to the big club in 93. We look at Branyan at second. One to Kenji Jojima.
Still has pretty good fastball. That last fastball, 92 miles an hour. I mentioned when he first came up, he was a mid-90s guy. He was 94, 96, somewhere in there.
Texas, St. Louis, Boston, Florida, Houston, Mets. 3rd year with the Angels. Breaking ball, foul. Oliver last year 7-1 with a 2.88 ERA in 54 games. 3-1 the year before with a 3.78. Get a record 14-3 entering this year over his last 3 seasons. 1-2 to Kenji Jojima. Breaking ball, fouled off. The Mariners gave Washburn some run support, and then things fell apart as the Angels sent 9 men to the plate in the 5th inning for 5 runs on 5 hits, and they left a man. Off the fist, Branyan's going to hold. Figgins charges, throws at Kenji. Here's Branyan to third. He's in there safely. Scioscia coming out. Dr. Brian Knight.
Well, Morales threw it across the diamond. The ball bounced, and when the ball hit the ground, it came up. You can see Ivar going up with it.
You can see why Mike came out and was pleading that case. There was contact with the ball, and then Branyan made contact with the base. And Scioscia had a very strong case. Mariners, though, will take it. They get Branyan to third with one out. Here's Franklin Gutierrez. Single to right, run scored. Pop out to the second baseman. That'll get the run and then some. Going back and making the catch is Juan Rivera, who got a terrible jump on that ball as it right at him. Sack fly Gutierrez. 8-6 ball game for Franklin, his 17th RBI. Next Grand Slam Family Pack night set for Wednesday. Mariners and the Angels continue this 4-game series. As little as $55, you can receive 4 tickets, hot dogs, Pepsi brand soft drinks. It's a package so good, you think you just hit a grand slam at the bottom of the ninth. Visit Mariners.com for tickets. Here's Betancourt. Breaking ball for strike.
The aggressive base running by Branyan gets him a run right there. Had to hold up a little bit, wasn't sure. I think he thought that ball maybe was hit a little bit harder, and when Figgins came in the field, he took off, and by getting to third, gets the Mariners another run. And so far, the Mariners tonight have scored in 5 of the 6 innings. Only inning they didn't score in was the third.
That's when they saw 7 pitches and went 1, 2, 3. Working their way back. Branyan having a terrific night. Home run to deep right center field and double to right center field. Here's the 1-2 to Betancourt. 2-2. Getting used to seeing Muni getting deep at bats. Barely stayed alive there. Betancourt yesterday, 2 hits. Robbed by Mike Lowell in his last at bat in the 9th inning. Legged out a double in his first at bat yesterday. Yeah, he's trying to keep this going with 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch. To right field, Abreu. No problem. He's there. To Russell Branyan, big part in this 6th inning as the Mariners push across a run and trail 8-6. scoring tonight. First of 4 with the Angels, 8-6. And Brendan Morrow's going to work his second inning here. He came in the 6th, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, including a 2-run homer by Kendry Morales. He'll face Bobby Abreu, Torrey Hunter, and Mike Napoli. Up high to Bobby Abreu. Abreu 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored tonight. What about Bobby Abreu? Who thought game 35 games would say this guy does not have a long ball? It's his longest drought ever to open the season.
135 at bats now.
Amazing. Morrow can keep that string alive here.
All 3 of his fastballs so far up in the zone.
Good sign.
Swing, Bobby, swing.
Brendan trying to bounce back from that tough week in Texas last week. Morrow gave up a home run to Hank Blaylock and a 2-run homer to Chris Davis last Thursday. He's back to 3-1 against Abreu. And he loses. So Morrow struck out 2. That's his first walk. Take a look at the Firestone leaderboard. Best ERA past the 7th inning. Mariners number 2 to the Royals, the Mets, the Athletics, and the Red Sox. Impressive figures all.
How about the Angels? 27th on that list. 6.18 ERA.
Brutal. Starters are putting up real good numbers. The bullpen's killing them. There's Torrey Hunter, 2-1 pitch back in the 5th against Washburn. Bases loaded double to right center field. On 1 to Hunter. Abreu is a legit base running threat. How about 13 for 13? He's got a big lead. He's
has a huge lead.
Holy mackerel. 0-2 to Hunter. Well, that's a defiance out there. Come get me.
Pickens was getting out there close, but it was more of a walking lead.
He's just going out there. Here's why I'm staking my claim right here.
See too many guys get their right foot all the way out to the cut of the grass.
0-2 to Hunter. Hunter struck out, lined out hard to Lopez, doubled to right center for 3 runs batted in. Brendan Morrow last Wednesday came in, gave up a base hit to Michael Young, walked Josh Hamilton. I believe it was a 2-2 pitch, was really close. And Andrew Jones a fly out and then gave up a 2-run double to Blaylock. Rangers won that game, so he had back-to-back traumatic endings to the contest. Back up the middle. Lopez can't get it. Abreu making a turn. He'll go to third. So the Angels in business. First and third, nobody out. Here in the 7th.
It's the second base hit that Brandon's given up on an 0-2 pitch. Take a look at this pitch. Right back up the middle. Lopez, nice try. Goes right off his glove. Almost was able to come up with it.
Dangerous hitter here in Mike Napoli. Mike with a double, strikeout, and a ground out. Well, you know he's strong. Way he cocks the bat, he's buggy whipping, and then still be able to get around on a good fastball. Not that he did on that one, but the fact that he has been.
He had a pretty good swing at it.
Yeah, he did. The doubly cranked to left. Was hit very hard. Able to check. Doug Eddings says he did not go. Ball and a strike. Catching tandem, Napoli and Jeff Mathis. Mathis better defensive catcher, but Napoli's no. Tell you what, there's no shrinking violet back here. He does a nice job. Better hitter. Runner goes. Fake the throw and easing into second. Stolen base. Torrey Hunter. For Hunter, 6 out of 8 on the season. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Counts 1-2 to Napoli. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big one. 3rd strikeout for Brendan Morrow. 1 out. Here in the 7th inning. Check some scores. Being brought to you by Washington's Lotteries. Match 4. Toronto just continues to win. The Blue Jays started today with a 3-game lead in the American League East. The Yankees sweep Minnesota. All close games. Told this was not a walk-off situation. Tampa Bay unloaded on Oakland, which has been giving up runs like a deluge out there as they bring the infield in here for Gary Matthews Jr. It's going to be a tough play. Here's Betancourt. He got back there quickly with the infield in. That's a huge out there, 2 down.
Yeah, Brandon's done the hard part. Now he just needs to finish this off with Rivera.
Trying to close the door. Rivera, walk and run scored, a home run and a base hit to right. He's been on base every time up. Two down, 2 on. Mariners are 4-2 against these Angels, a team that just tormented them last year. Mariners with 5-14 against the Angels. Coming into tonight, 2-1 here in Seattle, 2-1 at Anaheim. Games remaining. Season series after tonight. The 0-1.
Next pitch will be 40 for Brandon.
First action since last Thursday. Got a 1-1 count. Runners at second and third, 2 down. Way upstairs. Saved by Kenji Jojo, 2-1. Tonight's attendance 17,340. Appreciate their patronage on this brisk night. The 2-1. Now he's run a 3-1 count. He's got Kendry Morales on deck. Morales with 2-run homers last time up. It was in the 6th inning against Morrow. Jared Washburn started 5 innings, 6 runs all earned, 7 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Here's the 3-1. Sky to right for Ichiro. That'll do it. Morrow strands a couple out there. No score in that inning. Still work to do for the Mariners, down by 2. Commission with a reminder, click it or ticket day and night. The Mariners down by 2 to the Angels. Bottom of the 7th inning here at Safeco Field. 17,340 on hand. Glad you could join us here on FSN and FSN HD. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the FSN crew as this homestand continues. Ronnie Cedeno playing at third base tonight, getting the start in place of Adrian Beltre, who slumped miserably of late. Ronnie's second start at third base this season. Did not go, says Doug Eddings. 1-1. It'll be Cedeno, Ichiro, and Lopez. Pop to short center field. Kendrick out. Hunter in. Hunter in. Wins it as Howie gets out of the way at the last second. And then he said, hey, Doug, I got that one. 1 out. Visit the official online shop of the Mariners at mariners.com. Browse the largest selection of authentic team gear, including clubhouse caps and T-shirts, jerseys, collectibles, and more. Get your gear at mariners.com shop. 1 out here in the home 7th. Ichiro with an infield hit. Kept the streak alive at 13. At 12, beg your pardon, 12, and the infield hit was his 14th.
He has a huge gap in right center field.
Torrey Hunter been playing shallow and shading a lot of guys towards left center. Darren Oliver on in relief of John Lackey, who went more than 2 pitches tonight. And Jose Arredondo, hard throwing right-hander. Ichiro got a changeup. Bobby Abreu is going to come in. Makes the catch, 2 outs. John Lackey started 5 innings, 5 runs, 4 earned, 7 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts, 82 pitches, 52 for strikes. So he got beyond the 2-pitch mark. Saturday, John Lackey threw a pitch behind Ian Kinsler. Second pitch drilled him. Bob Davidson threw Lackey out of the game. Here's Lopez trying to drop one in front of Abreu, but he's still got some legs. So the Mariners go meekly in the 7th inning. A 1-2-3 7th. It's like Denny Stark's going to take over pitching duties for the Mariners. Banking by Money Tree. Visit MoneyTreeInc.com for a location near you. Money Tree, choices are good. And by Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut now delivers Toscani pasta pairs. Get an order delivered today. Folks having fun here at the ballpark. And now the Mariners trailing 8-6 as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Denny Stark, the third pitcher tonight for the Mariners. He follows Washburn, who went 5 innings. Morrow, 2 innings, 2 runs, both earned, 4 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. And let's check our Banner Bank building to the future. Right-handed pitcher Aaron Probanik of Clinton. And a ball, 7 starts, a good-looking 4-1 record. Impressive ERA. Opponents hitting just a .78. 42 innings, 26 hits. Denny Stark facing Kendry Morales, Howie Kendrick, and Sean Figgins. 8-9-1 for the Angels. Stark, the distinction of being one of the few pitchers in Major League Baseball history to have 2 Tommy John surgeries and come back and make it back to the big leagues. 101. That's a tremendous story of perseverance.
I still can't get over the fact that he has the surgery, goes through the entire rehab process, and then he has to go right back and get it done again. That's brutal.
1-2 to Morales. Popped to short. Single to left. And hit a 2-run homer. And I mean, he bombed a straightaway center field. Two and two. Irvin Santana just came back. John Lackey just came back. Angel Ball Club will have Vladimir Guerrero back. Starting lineup before long. High drive, deep right field. Ichiro track wall. That baby's gone. Brother. That is the 3rd home run tonight by the Angels. 1 for Rivera out of the 7-hole and 2 for Morales out of the 8-hole.
A club that doesn't hit many home runs.
You bet. Got it on a 2-2 pitch.
Well, he knew it.
He barreled up very nicely on that 3 RBI night. 3 runs scored for Morales. So Ichiro figured, what the hey, give it a try for practice purposes. That one's pulled foul. That's serious. That's some serious athleticism to be able to do that. That is really good. Don't try that at home.
I would try it and end up hitting about halfway up that wall. Ricky,
I would have a get well card for you too. Swing and a miss. And Kendrick is retired. So the Angels down near the bottom of the heap in home runs with 27 home runs coming into tonight's game. They've hit 3. And they're all from the bottom 3rd of the order. Rivera 1, 2 out of the 7-hole. Morales 2 from the 8-hole.
The other ones have scored all the runs. Rivera scored 3 times, now Morales 3 times.
Kill him. Good hack by Sean Figgins. He's got an RBI double. Like every time we see the Angels and this kid's healthy, we see Arredondo, and he just pumps it up big time.
Great arm.
Fouled off by Figgins.
Throws strikes too.
Denny Stark, the 3rd pitcher tonight for the Mariners. Third Washburn started, had a lead, couldn't hold it. Went 5 innings. Brandon Morrow came in, gave up a 2-run homer to Morales. It's 2 innings, 2 runs, 4 hits, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. His first appearance since blowing 2 saves down in Texas last week. Full count now to Figgins. called foul. Giants come in later on this week to wrap up the homestand. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Jason Vargas against Randy Johnson, Jared Washburn against Matt Cain, Felix Hernandez against Barry Zito. Your on deck hitter is Eric Ibar. There's Felix. Carlos Silva on DL, shoulder problem. Figgins continues this at bat. 7 and 8 hitters for the Angels tonight. Rivera and Morales have combined to go 4 for 6, 3 home runs, 4 runs knocked in, and 6 runs scored. Figgins is aboard with 1 out. Tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Northwest Top 10 counts down the greatest Ken Griffey Jr. moments in Mariners history. Back-to-back home runs with Ken Griffey Sr. to his amazing home run robbing catch of Jesse Barfield in Yankee Stadium. See which moment lands at number 1 on our list. It's tomorrow at 5:30 here on FSN and FSN HD. 1 for 4 night for Eric Ibar.
I was in Yankee Stadium for that catch.
Is that the Spider-Man deal he walked in? Oh, that was here.
He went up over the wall.
Yeah. Okay.
I believe that would have been Barfield's 3rd home run of the game. And he was playing over in right center. And I mean, just to watch him run across to left center and make that catch. Pretty awesome. Most people remember the big smile on his face showing the ball when he was running back in.
Did we see Jesse 2 years ago in Toronto doing some games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure was.
Nice man. One start to Ibar. Then he comes in on a 2-2 pitch, gives up a leadoff homer to Morales, who strikes out Kendrick. 9-pitch battle with Figgins and walks him. Runner takes off. Throw from Kenji Jojima is in time. Got him 2-6, 2 down.
Pretty impressive. 17 for 19 coming in. Take a look at it. Not a very good tag by Betancourt. Lifts his glove up a little bit early. Ball beat him by enough, though. What do you think, Dave?
Take a seat. Take a seat. That's got to be a just general principle, right?
Yeah,
hey, Barbara, get out of here. Had he been safe, Kangaroo Court would have been in session shortly. It may be anyway, knowing Mr. Griffin. 1-2. Foul off. For the Mariners in the 7th inning. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 pitches against Oliver. 3 fly balls. In fact, the last 5 outs have been fly balls against Darren Oliver. Bounce the ball back up the middle. Lopez. Good speed by Ibar. Beats it out easily. It's his second infield hit.
Yeah, Lopez was playing over more towards the hole by the time he came across. No chance. Ibar really runs well. He beat that easily.
Coming up tomorrow, game 2 of this 4-game set. Matt Palmer against Felix Hernandez. Our Comcast pitching matchup. Here's Bobby Abreu. There's Felix. Felix Felix had a no decision at Texas. 7 strong innings. 7 scoreless innings at Texas.
That was an impressive outing.
Not many people can put that on their ledger. 1-0 to Abreu. Up high. Abreu tonight. Fly out to left, ground out to short. He's walked twice. Scored back in the 5th. He goes 3-0. Torrey Hunter's on deck. He's done plenty of damage tonight. 3-run double. Base hit and a stolen base. Talking about Felix that last outing. 4 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. That was the game last Thursday where Brandon Morrow gave up the Blaylock leadoff home run and then the 2-run game-winning home run by Chris Davis. Taken all the way, 3-1.
Bobby, I said it's a hitter's game. Come on.
Abreu straight away. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Offensive highlights tonight for the Mariners. Russell Branyan with yet another home run, his 10th, his 20th RBI. Sac flies by Valentin and Gutierrez. Sacrifice bunt for an RBI for Cedeno. Runner goes. And that's ball 4. First and second. 2 outs, and here comes Rick Adair to speak with Denny Stark. Denny has faced 5 hitters, walked 2, struck out 1, given up an infield hit and a home run.
And he's up to 29 pitches.
Mariners will be following the rehab of Sean Kelly and Roy Kirkin. They try to work their way back to the bullpen.
That'd be nice to see the Mariners bullpen back at full strength again.
Especially the way Lowe's throwing. Corky got a little beard since we saw him last. Ryan Roland Smith out on rehab assignment. Torrey Hunter's the hitter. Going down at second base. Hunter comes in to tonight's action, a career .301 hitter against Seattle. Ball and a strike. Hunter came up in the 5th inning, bases loaded, 2 outs. He doubled to deep right center field, clearing the bases. 1-2. Two more hits tonight, Hunter. 11 on the season against the Mariners. Stark trying to get out of it right here. Runners go. Get the other way. And foul. Boy, they had a great jump, too.
They just keep running, don't they? Doesn't matter.
That's one of their hallmarks.
Well, they have their cleanup hitter up there, and they just keep going. 2 outs. I've already in scoring position to just take off.
Angels 13th in home runs. Mariners ahead of them 12th. Stolen bases, they're number 2. Runners go. Throw to third. Everybody's safe.
Actually wasn't a bad throw by Kenji Cedeno. Was late getting over to third. I thought maybe they had a chance to get Ibar on that.
So Ibar now 1 for 2 in stealing bases, and Abreu 14 for 14. Meanwhile, it's 2-2 to Torrey Hunter.
Take a look at it. They had him out. He just never. Oh, it hit the base.
Yep. That's what did it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Jenny Stark to Torrey Hunter. Fouled off it. Like the umpire, Dana Demuth. Been a long top of the 8th inning. Mariners home 8th. Griffey, Ballantine, Branyan 3, 4, and 5. Stark trying to keep it here to 3-run deficit. Now he's full count to Hunter. Got Mike Napoli on deck. Pitch. Hit on the ground to Lopez. Goes out Torrey Hunter. So the Angels pick up just 1 run. They leave 2. They've got a 3-run lead. It looks like Jose Arredondo is coming on, trying to protect this lead.
West.
9-6 ball game. Rick Riz just came over from radio to tell us Mariner pitching over the last 4 innings, thrown 119 pitches. That is way too much. Griffey, Ballantine, and Branyan 3, 4, 5 here in the 8th inning. Jose Arredondo throws gas. Griffey 2 for 3, picked up an RBI and a 3-2 base hit. 3-2 pitch back in the 5th, way upstairs. Profile of Mr. Arredondo.
You can see the 16 and the third 20 strikeouts, but that's a high ERA of 5.5.
20 Ks over 4 walks. Yeah, it is stunning to see him have that high in ERA. Bullpen is one of the worst in the major leagues, but you know that as we look at our Nissan shift to the bullpen. Some real talent down there. Off the end of the bat, Figgins throws out Griffey. 1 out here in the 8th. Ballantine. Sac fly in first. Ground out the short, strikeout. Ballantine in the cleanup spot. Beltre spent most of the season in the cleanup spot. Adrian getting a much needed day off today. Redondo, San Pedro de Macorís in the Dominican Republic. He went 10-2 with a 1.62 ERA last year. Drill to left. That's extra bases for Ballantine. He's out of the box hard. Retrieving is Rivera and sliding in head first with a 2-base hit. Vladimir Ballantine. So Ballantine is 8th double of the year.
Well, he gets ahead 2-0 and jumps on this fastball right in the middle of the plate. Ballantine hitting cleanup tonight, 1 for 3 with an RBI.
That sets up nicely here for Russell Branyan. His last 2 at bats, major successes. 2-2 pitch, he doubled in the 6th, came around and scored on the Gutierrez sac fly. 4th inning, 2-0 pitch against Lackey. He went deep. Home run, his 10th, deep right center field. And he homered yesterday as well. Saturday, he had a run scoring double. Another hit. He had 2 doubles on Saturday. 3-hit day on Friday. He's swinging the bat really well.
That's the average back up to 309. You mentioned 10 home runs.
He's 1-1 to Arredondo. Started tonight 6 for 11 on the homestand, and he's added to that 2 for 3 tonight. 3-1. The on deck hitter Kenji Jojima. Mariners down 3.
Mention it, Dave. I mean, down 3. Normally against the Angels, you would think that's pretty tough, but with the struggles their bullpen has had, just keep grinding away and get some base runners out there. Who knows what can happen?
3-2 pitch to Branyan. Fouls that one off. How about the bullpen for the Angels? Last in the majors, a 6.35 ERA and a league high 10 losses. Two pitch again. There's Brian Fuentes, the new closer, takes over for Francisco Rodriguez, who's now with the Mets. 3-2 to Branyan, up high, he's aboard, makes a tying run to the plate. 1 out, 2 runners on. Latest edition of Mariners All Access comes your way tomorrow on FSN. We're going to look ahead to the likely return of Randy Johnson this Friday. And when the Giants battle the Mariners, plus it's up close and personal with Mariners bullpen coach John Wetland. Mariners All Access tomorrow at 6 p.m. on FSN and FSN HD. And Mr. Johnson indeed is scheduled to pitch on Friday. Mike Butcher, the pitching coach, saw Francisco Rodriguez 62 saves last year, American League, Major League record. Okay, right now with the Mets with 11 saves on the season. Kenji Jojima. You like to play, but hey, you never know. The Mariners are one swing away from tying it up. To the gap, Torrey Hunter. Great jump, makes the catch. Boy, did he close some ground or what? There's a reason why he's got 8 Gold Gloves and 2 All-Star Game appearances in his back pocket.
Definitely looked like it was going to be a hit from Kenji. He covered a lot of ground. Take a look at it. See, right at the end, is able to make the catch.
All over it. He's made some home run saving catches in the last couple of weeks as well. Outside to Gutierrez, who came up with a sac fly back in the 6th. Base hit and scored in the 2nd. Here's 1 for 2. Run scored in an RBI. There's the 1st and 2nd, 2 down. He's ahead in the count, 2-0. Lackey started for the Angels, went 5 innings. Oliver went 2. And now Arredondo. David Ardsma getting ready, pulled foul. Mariners started Jared Washburn, 5 innings, 6 runs. All earned 7 hits, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Morrow, 2 innings, 2 runs, both earned, 4 hits, a walk, 3 strikeouts, gave up a home run. Washburn gave up a home run, as did Denny Stark. 2-1. Pounding Gutierrez inside, 3-1.
Well, frankly, ended up with a big hit yesterday. Won the game for the Mariners. I hit a home run now. 3-1 count. Probably get a fastball. Franklin with 3 home runs on the year.
He was batting out of the 2-hole yesterday. Here's a 3-1. Popped up right over our heads. 3-2. Franklin's last long ball 2 weeks ago against the Rangers right here at Safeco Field. There are your runners, Valentine and Brandon. 2 outs, 3-2 to Gutierrez. Runners take off. Popped up, playable infield. Coming in, first baseman Morales taking charge, and the Mariners are gone here in the 8th. They leave a couple on. A 9th inning straight ahead. Angels lead it 9-6. Span watch, courtesy of Pepsi and QFC. That's also well, the Mariners and Giants close out their 3-game series, and it's Little League weekend. Enjoy an afternoon of baseball. Get your tickets at Mariners.com. Always look forward to Little League parade. Kids get to walk on the field of their heroes. There's a family who came well prepared. Mike Napoli to lead it off against Denny Stark. Stark working his second inning. Gave up a run on 2 hits in the 8th. They left 2 men on.
Threw 37 pitches in the 8th.
That's a bunch. 1-1 to Napoli. Looking ahead to the Mariners' 9th, Betancourt, Cedeno, Ichiro, 8-9-1. Two balls, 1 strike. So Mike Napoli. Brian Fuentes preparing to make an entrance. Huge difference between he and K-Rod. It's a foul ball. Beyond just the fact that Brian's a lefty.
The only thing that would make that difference any bigger is if he threw knuckleballs.
Yeah, right? It's unbelievable. Brian's coming from sidearm.
Doesn't throw that hard.
Right.
Rodriguez is nasty with a hard slider.
That's the thing that really makes him stand out, right? I mean, the fastball's good.
Yeah, most people tell you, yeah, it's a good fastball, but his slider is the pitch. That's the one. And it's hard to pick the ball up out of his hand.
He's got that herky-jerky delivered to it. So you're not seeing it, that release point's not easy to pick up. 2-2 in tight for the Angels catcher. Then he starts 42nd pitch. Base hit, right field for Napoli. Second hit tonight for Mike. They'll bring up Gary Matthews Jr. Nine-six ball game. Angels on top. They had a huge 5-run 5th inning in this 6-hole man by Quinlan and now Gary Matthews Jr. The only spot in the lineup that has not checked in with a hit. Quinlan went 0 for 2. Matthews 0 for 2. Both have grounded out and struck out. Branyan gets the lead runner. Nice play.
Very nice play.
Well, he was very aggressive. And erases Napoli down at second base. Oh, that Mike's not most fleet of foot either. Was an advantage to Branyan knowing that.
Yeah, nice play. Denny Stark appreciates it. I think a lot of first basemen wouldn't even try it. Just get the easy out at first.
Here's where the trouble's been for the Mariners. 7 and 8 holes. Rivera and Morales. Juan Rivera walking a run scored in the 3rd. Solo home run in the 5th. Single and a run scored in the 6th. What searing line drive right to Gutierrez. Now Morales. He's got a single and a run scored, 2-run homer, and a solo homer. Plenty of damage done this evening. Here's your Angels box score. swing and a foul tip wrenching Kedge's glove. You can see the damage done by Rivera and Morales. Extensive. Mariners had a 4-1 lead through 4. And a 5 spot put on the board by the Angels in the 5th. They added 2 more in the 6th. Back up the middle. Betancourt boots. Runner's going to get the 3rd, 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. E6 for Betancourt, his 5th error of the year. Angels with Matthews motoring, gets the 3rd.
Cues it off the end of the bat. Just lifts up the gate a little bit too early.
Runners at the corners for Howie Kendrick. Kendrick with a base hit tonight, 1 for 4. He struck out his last 2 times up. Through the hole, base hit. Matthews scores double digits for the Angels. It's 10-6. Matthews comes around, taking 2nd on the base hit, Morales.
This is something we haven't seen too much this year. Mariners pitching has been pretty good, especially the bullpen. And
we got spoiled over the weekend.
Yeah.
Top of the order, Sean Figgins. Figgy's got 2 hits. Then he start coming up on us with pitch number 52. And it's behind 2-0 to Figgins with Ibar on deck. The Angels have produced this evening. Gutierrez make that Ballantine slicing right back to him. That will do it. Pick up an unearned run. Open up a lead of 10-6 as we go to the home 9th with Betancourt, Cedeno, and Ichiro coming up. And a reminder, Felix Hernandez looks to continue his stellar start to the season tomorrow night. Takes the mound for game 2 of the series with the Angels. Live coverage from Safeco Field comes your way 6:30 p.m. right here on FSN and FSN HD. Matt Palmer will be his mound opponent. And Matt is off to a fabulous start himself. 3.38 ERA and a 1.68 batting average against. Felix 7 scoreless innings in his last start. That was at Texas. 4th pitcher tonight For the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, it's Justin Spire. Spire, 7 of his 11 outings have been scoreless. In the other games, he's given up 10 runs in those 4 other games.
And that's why he has a 6.5 ERA, so maybe it'll be one of those 4 games that he's given it up.
He's 8-9-1 in the order. Betancourt, fresh off the error, his 5th of the year. Followed by Cedeno and Ichiro. Strike 1.
Base runners, base runners, base runners. Put some pressure on.
The Mariners have had several very quick innings. And this is one of them. One down. Here's Cedeno getting the start. If you're just joining us, got the start tonight at third base for the struggling Adrian Beltre. Fly ball of Abreu takes a long run. Abreu into the corner, no play. Bullpen tonight for these Angels came in with really bad numbers. Oliver, 1 run, a hit. Arredondo, no runs on a hit. Now Spire here, he's 1 out, 1-1. That 2-1 to Cedeno. And so she said he's got a bunch of guys in the bullpen not throwing up to their usual norms.
And all they can do is keep running them out there and hope that that changes for them. Veteran guys, all of them with a track record.
Two. Cedeno with a sacrifice. An RBI back in the second inning. A lot of small ball got the Mariners going there. There's a bouncing ball. Figgins makes the play, throws across, 2 down. Well, the Mariners tonight, the bullpen, after we got spoiled over the last few days, the bullpen really doing a nice job. Tonight, got blown up. 4 innings, 4 runs, 3 earned, 8 hits, 3 walks, 2 home runs, and a whole bunch of pitches this evening. Last hope, Ichiro got a base hit, an infield hit, his 14th of the season. It kept his hitting streak alive at 12. That happened back in the 5th inning. On 1 to Ichiro. Back up the middle. Ibar smothered it, and that's all he'll get. Two outs, runner on for Jose Lopez. Mariners down by 4. So the bullpen tonight for the Mariners, 95 pitches between Morrow and Stark. Same number that Washburn threw in his 5 innings. So they threw 95 pitches in 4 innings. Big breaking ball, ball 1.
Well, you said it, Dave. I mean, the guys were so good over the weekend, all weekend long. And for the most part, all year. You're going to have nights like this where things just aren't going to go well from that. They're not going to be perfect all the time.
Got that right. Ball and strike to Lopez.
In that Boston series, the bullpen just gave up 4 hits the entire series. So you have one of these every now and then.
10 runs on 15 hits and error for the Angels. 6 runs, 10 hits and error for the Mariners. 2-1 to Lopez. Jose with yesterday off. Oh for 3 on Saturday. 2-1. Driven to deep left center field. Going back is Hunter. Going back. Taking a look. He is there. He made the catch. And that is your ball game. Torii Hunter, an aces catch there. Nicely done. Angels win it by a final of 10-6. And the Angels go a game above 500 at 19-18. John Lackey gets the win. He's 1-0. Jared Washburn takes the loss. He's 3-3.